Hello, hello. I am so excited to be here today. Have you ever wondered why you're getting invited to get paid to speak, or why you're constantly pitching clients, or how you have clients, but you are still underpaid yet overworked? If you've ever wondered that, if you've ever thought about that, then you're going to want to tune into this video, because I'm going to show you how fear is keeping you underpaid and exactly what to do to defeat it. So this is not a video you want to miss. Matter of fact, what I would recommend you do is tell 3 friends that we are live, and I will celebrate you for that. Once you do that, just comment the word or comment the number 3 so that we can celebrate you. And if you are someone who's been following me for any amount of time, you already know that right now, literally right now, we have 1 seat left for the Chicago stop of the Your First Corporate Offer Tour. And so I want you guys to fully take advantage of that. If you're ready, comment ready in the comments, and we are going to get ready. So here's what I want you to know. This video is going to cover the 3 things, or the 3 ways that fear is keeping you underpaid, and exactly how to defeat them. So if you want to make more sales, listen in. If you want to know, why am I undercharging? What's really behind it? Once you get to the root of it, it's easy to fix it. Then you want to be in this live video right now. And if you're coming to the tour, let me know. Got my ticket in the comments so that I can celebrate you. If you're on Instagram, comment the word tour and I will DM you the link. We have 1 seat left in Chicago, 6 in Dallas, I think 19 in Houston. Every other city is sold out. Chicago will be our 4th city to sell out. We just emailed my list, so it might already be sold out. Let me check real quick. Nope, that was a Houston one. Y'all was almost left out. We now have 18 seats in Houston, so Houston is now on its way to being sold out as well. Okay, so let's get into this information because I'm excited. Number 1, the number 1 way that fear is keeping you stuck undercharging is this: you believe that you are undercharging due to market misconceptions. So you're undercharging due to market misconceptions. Here's how it sounds. And let me know if you've ever said this. Comment me. No one is spending money because the economy is so bad. No one is spending money because the economy is so bad. If you've ever said that, drop a 1 in the chat. If you've ever said that, drop a 1 in the chat. Okay? I want you to know that. But here's what the facts say. Okay? Here's what the facts say. Despite the economic frustrations and fluctuations, in the 4th quarter of 2024, GDP increased by 2.4%, driven significantly by consumer spending, meaning that people are still spending money. Now, here's the thing, you guys. Here's the thing. I want you all to understand this, that even when the economy slows, that doesn't mean people aren't buying. It means they change the decision-making process they use to determine when they will buy. So it's not that no one is buying and no one is spending and no one will work with you right now. And if you're telling yourself those things are, I have a framework called the Currency of Confidence Framework. Here's how it works. Your thoughts, it's MBA, mindset, beliefs, actions. If you are wondering why you're inconsistent, I'm going to give you a key to get over it. Mindset, beliefs, actions. That's the Currency of Confidence Framework. Your mindset is made up of your thoughts. Everything you think, every thought that you think, you don't accept. So you may have 70,000 thoughts per day, but there's a segment of those thoughts that you absolutely believe with your heart. And when you absolutely believe those thoughts with your heart, what happens is they cement into your heart as beliefs. And you hold them in your heart, but they show up in your feet. So if you're constantly thinking the market is so bad, no one's going to buy. The marketing is so bad, no one's going to buy. Do you think that you are more likely to go harder on sales? Or do you think that you are less likely to go harder on sales? Let me know in the comments, more or less, where you think we at, where do you think you at? What you don't realize is your thoughts can become fuel, or your thoughts can become poison. Your thoughts can become fuel. If you think to yourself, this is going to be my year. I'm going to make this work. I can't wait to sell to someone today. Someone's life is going to change when they buy my product. Someone's whole family lineage is going to change when they implement what we teach. Someone's entire being is going to be different because I showed up, fully played and played full out and did exactly what I was put on this earth to do. That person is more likely to take action. But if you wake up and your first thought is, I'm tired, I don't want to be here. How far are we from the weekend? No one's buying. This day is going to be just like yesterday. It's not going to work. You look in the mirror. You're like, ooh, I don't look like you today. This is going to happen. Like none of that becomes poison. What becomes fuel is You controlling your thoughts. So I teach something. And if y'all don't have this book and you're in my YouTube fam, you need to get it. It's the Speak Your Way to Cash book, you guys. This book actually has the, oh, you know what? Hold on, y'all. Let me check something really quickly. Oh, okay, we're good. This book actually has a whole portion on mindset that will help you to get over like how to police your thoughts. That way you make sure your thoughts are actually fueling you to go to the next level. But one of the things that I want you to understand is if your thoughts are keeping you stuck or you feel sluggish or you don't feel like you're going to the next level, you don't think that you're going to make it, it's not serving as fuel, and you need your thoughts to serve as fuel. So you want to make sure that you're evaluating your thoughts. You know the tangible outcomes that your products and services can offer. And then you want to price your services based on the value that you deliver. Okay? You want to make sure that you are giving yourself the facts so that your thoughts can serve as fuel. Here are the facts. People are making money every day of the week online. Here are the facts. Companies are still signing contracts with individual business owners, solopreneurs even. I know because I coach them. Okay? Like people are still hiring right now. People are still spending right now. How do I know? Because we sold out two of our cities for this tour, y'all, sold out before 24 hours, in less than 24 hours. We've sold over 300 tickets to this tour this year, and it's selling faster this year than it sold last year. Okay, so I'm giving you guys some different data points that you can be like, you know what, man, and then you're like, okay, well, actually, how did you do that? How are you still making sales? How are your sales up almost 30% from last year to date? How? Okay, we increased our output and we increase the quality of our output. And in order to increase your output and the quality of your output, so not just the number, we increase the number of things, the number of touch points we have with customers, we increase that, and we increase the quality of the touch points that we're having with customers. Well, how could we do both of those things? We had to have the right thoughts. Because if we had the mindset that it wasn't going to work, then why would I show up to run a race that I know I'm going to lose? I would never do that. No reasonable person is showing up every single day to run a marathon they don't think they can finish. And most business owners are treating their businesses like that. Sips water in my new Stanley cup, okay? You're showing up in your business like you're running a race that you won't win. So that's why the effort that you're putting out isn't matching the income that you're bringing in, because your effort, or maybe your effort is matching the income. Okay. But with every behavior you take, you're telling yourself it's not going to work. It's not going to work. You get to live in whatever belief system you create for yourself. Because while you don't control the world around you, you do control the world inside of you. You do control your thoughts. You do control the mind that you get to live in every single day. So that's number one. You're undercharging due to market misconceptions. Number two, you are pursuing small opportunities out of fear. Drop number two in the comments, because we're going to go a little bit deeper. Drop number two in the comments. 3 ways that fear is affecting your sales. Drop number two in the comments. You are pursuing small opportunities out of fear. Here's the limiting belief that's behind that. I'm not ready for bigger stages or high profile clients. They would never hire me. Why would someone like that work with someone like me? You're literally divorcing yourself from success. And so you're like, I'd love to work with Google, but I can't pitch Google. Google would never work with me. Why would they ever hire me? It doesn't make sense for them to do that. And so you keep playing small, and then you keep getting small, and then you keep complaining big about getting small, but you only go for small. So it doesn't even make sense. And what a lot of people do is they complain about something that they are perpetuating. So it doesn't even make sense. So it's like, yeah, of course, you're not landing large contracts. You ain't never pitched a large company. How would a large company pay you outside of walking to your house, coming to your door, knocking on your door, having you come to the door and saying, hey, I'm a large company. I'd like to give you a contract. I know you never pitched us, but here's $50,000. I've never had that happen. What typically happens is someone comes to me and says, Ashley, I need to make more money in my business. And I ask them who they're selling to. And they're like, well, my friends and family aren't supporting me. And I'm posting on my personal Facebook page, which is where my friends and family are. That's the only way I market. Of course, no, I don't pitch. Of course, no, I don't run ads. Of course, no, I don't do any of that. I don't really have a referral system. Every now and then somebody just gives me a client, and I'm grateful for that. But I don't have any way to put fuel behind my sales engine. And then I'm like, well, if you don't want to sell to your friends and family and you want to sell to large clients, but you're only posting on your personal Facebook page and your Instagram page with 300 followers, then like that's not going to work. So we have to do something different to get a different result. But what people say, and I hear this a lot from women, and maybe it's none of y'all. Maybe it's none of y'all. Okay. And I totally used to do this, you guys. I am a recovering small player. You know what I mean? I would literally say, well, I just want to help people. And I feel like these are the people that I can help because they need it the most. And I don't run a nonprofit organization. And even nonprofit organizations, the ones that are sustainable, make very large profits. So I was using my business to keep me comfortable because I didn't want to be rejected by the people I should have been serving. And so I just kept serving the people that would give me really loud applause and really low pay. And if any of you have been there and you have like a ministerial background, or you are in the public service, or you've just you've always wanted to be like accepted, and you like the feeling of helping people and then being excited about it and all the things that come from it, this is a real problem. It's a real problem. Number 2 reason that fear is keeping your bank account smaller is you are pursuing small opportunities out of fear. I'm not ready for bigger stages. I'm not ready for high profile clients. I don't want to pitch them. I don't think they like me. I don't know if they'll like me. I don't know if they'll accept me. All of that. Fact check. Small businesses, including solo entrepreneurs, have a significant impact on the economy. They account for 99.9% of all U.S. businesses and employ nearly half of the private sector workforce. This demonstrates that businesses of all sizes are integral and valued in the marketplace. Not to mention, billion-dollar companies hire solopreneurs who own small businesses to train their employees all the time. Like, that is the bulk, that all the time. You don't have to be a mega company. You don't have to be $1 million business. You don't have to make 6 figures in revenue in order to get a 5-figure contract. That's not true. You don't even have, they get advice, because think about it. At a $1 billion company, you guys, you're not even talking to the founder. The founder may or may not even be living. Okay. And so sometimes they are, sometimes they're not. Sometimes companies are 200-300 years old. You're selling to an employee who may not even own a business at all. So if you think about it, we make all these big things in our mind, like, I can't sell to Google. Well, then don't sell to Karen. She's the head of HR. It's not a big behemoth of a company that you're selling to. It's an individual. Okay, it is an individual. It is a person. It's one person that you're selling to who may have a board that helps them make a decision. And then maybe you'll be selling to a couple of people, but those people are not superior to you. Okay, they are not superior to you. So that's number 2. Number 3, you're targeting the wrong clients due to fear of rejection. You're targeting the wrong clients due to fear of rejection. So this looks like, well, I know, I could help 50 companies that I have my eye on right now, but I don't want to actually pitch them because I may get rejected. Let me tell you the truth. You're going to get rejected. And in fact, what you should be doing when you are looking to get larger clients and you want to start getting clients outside of just through referrals is you should be seeking to get rejected. You should be, you seek to get the contract, but you're going to be seeking, like, when they reject you, you're going to interpret that as, every no gets me one step closer to the yes. So let me hurry up and get the no's that I need in order to get the yes that I want. Let me hurry up and get the no's that I need so that I can get the yes that I want, because I don't want to stay small and I don't want to be not pitching who I should be pitching out of fear. Being rejected can give you data. And if you want to build your confidence, go out and get rejected. Go out and get rejected and then ask them why. Hey, totally appreciate you telling me no. Do you mind helping me to serve my community a little bit better? What made you say no so quickly? You are going to learn so much from the no's. You know what? Look, sales is off the table. You already told me you're not interested. I appreciate that. I want you to do something that won't cost you a dime. I just want you to answer one question for me. What made you say no? A better question, is there anything I could have done to make that no a yes? I just want to know earnestly so I can get better at this. I love what I do. I care a lot about who I help. I care a lot about what I am selling you. It's not just a service for me. It is literally a vision that I have to make the world better. Is there anything I could have done to make that no a yes? Because I'm going to go out and keep doing this. If you'll just help me with that, it would mean so much to me. They may give you feedback and you may learn something. So then the next time you pitch, boom, even better. They may be so impressed that you ask the question that they turn around and give you a yes. So like, we can't be so offended by the feedback that we don't look for the data in the feedback. And when I say feedback, you guys, someone rejecting you is data. And it is feedback in a way, but you want to get the why behind the no. You don't just want to stop at no. I did a webinar. Nobody bought. Okay, why? Did you ask them? Did you call them? So you want to be able to do that. Okay. Now I'm going to recap this here, you guys. We talked about the 3 things that are keeping you stuck undercharging. Number 1, you're undercharging due to market misperceptions. You think the market is bad, so no one's buying. Number 2, you're pursuing small opportunities out of fear, which in turn are only giving you smaller results. Number 3, you're targeting the wrong clients due to the fear of rejection because you don't want to be in a position where they will actually reject you. So this is a great question. What if they don't say, but just ghost you? Ask. Like, ask. If they don't respond, then you keep pitching and you ask again. Do you want to know why a lot of people, this is such a good question, McQuell. Do y'all want to know the secret as to why a lot of people are actually not selling at the level that they could? The real reason is a lot of us don't have enough seeds in the ground. And what I mean by seeds in the ground is the reason rejection did not sting as much for me as it stings for some of other people is because I would not just pitch one person and wait on them to respond. I would pitch 50. I wouldn't just pitch one company and wait on them to respond. I would pitch 100. If I'm trying to get on TV for like Women's History Month, I don't send it to one news outlet. I send it to 100. So even if one says no, I'm not pressed. I got 100 more opportunities. And some of you are like, man, this one person didn't accept my offer. So how many did you ask? 5. That's your problem. You have too much riding on the decision of individuals. And do you all want to know something else? Oh my gosh, you guys are getting me so ramped up about this because I'm so passionate about entrepreneurs selling stuff. Good ones. Okay. I'm so passionate about it because here's the thing. You became an entrepreneur for freedom. I feel like this is about to free some entrepreneurs. You became an entrepreneur for freedom, but because you do not pitch enough people your services, you are a prisoner to the 3 that you pitched. Because if any one of those 3 says no, they hold your family's financial future in their hands. I don't trust people like that. So I'm going to pitch thousands of people. I'm going to put out hundreds of pieces of content a month. I'm going to be on dozens of podcasts a year. I'm going to speak on dozens of stages a year. I'm not about to leave my daughter's financial future in the hands of the 3 people I pitched. I'm not leaving it in the hands of the one reel I posted once a week. I'm not relying on 5 people that I so happen to know who refer me all the time to build my family's wealth. That's not freedom, that's bondage. Like many entrepreneurs became entrepreneurs for financial and time freedom. Yet because we do not do the work to actually get financial and time freedom, not only are we prisoners to the very few people that we sell to because we don't have enough clients, but then we're also prisoners to the mental worry that is a result of the lack of action. So no, one of the reasons why I pitch consistently, one of the reasons why I market consistently, people be like, someone asked me yesterday, how do you show up and just go so hard and be so consistent? And I was like, I don't have a choice. I have bills. I have responsibilities. I have people who've decided to work at Speak Your Way to Cash because they trust my leadership for this company. I don't wake up and just do it for me. I do it for the people who have decided to trust me. And for many of you, if you really want 100 new clients by the end of the month, I want you to listen to this and listen to this carefully. If your clients saw the level of your action every single day, should they trust you? If your clients saw the level of your consistency behind the scenes every single day, should they trust you? Are you showing them by way of your own consistency, by the way you run your own business? I show up when it's hard. I show up when I don't feel like it. I show up when I don't want to. I show up when I don't feel like it. I show up when I feel rejected. I show up when my hair is beautiful. I show up when my hair is not. I show up when I feel my best. I show up when I feel my worst, because that is a person that can lead. When I'm thinking about who I would follow, who I trust, who I give my life to, who I give my heart to, it is someone who is always consistent. It is someone who I can look back over the courses of centuries and I can see his consistency. It is someone who does not give up when it is hard. It is someone who has a rule book, a framework, a playbook for how I should live my life. I gave my life to Jesus because he was consistent. Like, I like consistency. I love consistent people. And so some of us desire to have something that our behavior hasn't earned. When your behavior is consistent, well, of course your clients are going to trust you because you keep showing up. Like, my clients have seen me go through all kinds of stuff. And you know what I've done? Showed up. Told them the truth. Hey, I messed up, wasn't feeling it, didn't take care of myself. That was bad. But guess what? I'm back. I'm consistent. They don't have to worry about me waking up just not feeling like it, not doing. I got home at 1 a.m. last night. I had my beautician's coming to do my hair. She was like, Ashley, put your real hair out. I was like, oh, I got to get these braids out. It took forever to get my braids out, but that's okay. That's okay, because they stuck me in. I didn't even have an appointment, okay? And I love my braider who took my braids out, right? And so she took my braids out. It took a long time. That's fine. I was like helping and everything. That's fine. I didn't get home until late. But I knew I promised my mastermind that on the 10th of April, we were going to do the Keynote Your Way to Cash Challenge. It's a challenge I made just for my mastermind, my private clients. And if you want to be a private client, you want me to be your coach, comment the word apply, and I'll send you the link to apply. But anyways, it's a challenge I'm just doing for my mastermind, my private clients, where I'm teaching them how to land keynote speeches. And for 5 days, over the next 5 days, we're going to find and pitch 30 keynote speaking opportunities. It's incredible. Now, the challenge is so good. We got a 70-page workbook. I've been doing that while I'm selling out this tour. I told them I was going to do it. I have to do it now because I have other events coming up. All the things are going on, whatever. I didn't want to wake up at 8 a.m. this morning and do that. I didn't want to, because I was like, man, I'm still tired. I was getting good sleep. We just got our bed fixed. Like, everything is just so good. I love my sleeping situation is doing what it's supposed to do, giving me that good rest. But I woke up and I did it, and I showed up for them because I told them I would. Now, here's the kicker. Most people believe that they will have that level of consistency once someone pays them. Most experts believe that, well, once they pay me, I'll show up consistently, and they pay you. That's why you show up consistently. Let me be clear. This was a bonus. They did not pay for this. This was a bonus that I added to over deliver for people who've already paid me, meaning I didn't have to do it. I chose to do it. And even though I chose to do it and I didn't have to do it, I did it the way I said I would do it. But here's the kicker, and I want you all to listen to this because I want some of you to really get free from the shackles of fear. Fear is an invisible prison that stops you from going where you have permission to go. Somebody write that in the chat. Fear is an invisible prison that stops you from going where you have permission to go. And the worst part is, until someone shows you this, you don't realize that you are imprisoned by fear, even though you have the keys to unlock the invisible prison. But here's what I want you all to get. Most people think they'll start being consistent when someone pays them to be consistent. But if every single year you lie to yourself consistently, why would someone else trust you not to lie to them? How do I lie to myself consistently? Every year, beginning January 1, this is going to be the year that I take my business seriously. This is going to be the year that I show up for myself. This is going to be the year that I become the person of integrity that I want to be. This is going to be the year that I grow my business. This is going to be the year that I lose the weight. This is going to be the year that, whatever you say, why are we comfortable lying to ourselves? Why are we comfortable making our hearts deferred by not working towards what we say we want? Like, if you say you want to grow your business, then that means your actions have to be aligned, that every single thing that can help you grow your business, you're doing. You're reading the books. You're not just buying the courses, you're taking them. You're not just hiring a coach, you're listening. You're not just showing up, you're asking questions. Like, look, y'all are so smart. Y'all are so bright. Some of you are already so successful, but you know there's another level that you want to go to. I want you to listen to me and listen to me good. I want you to fight for yourself first. And then I want you to fight for your business second. And when I say fight for yourself first, I want you to stop telling yourself that you will not make it. I want you to silence these small, still voices that are telling you that your business won't work, or that she's prettier than you, or he has more than you, or that he's going to do this because they have that. Stop saying, oh, they have it because they have this situation that's not like my situation. I call that divorcing yourself from success. And so many people do it. Well, of course, Ashley can do it. She got a husband. I ain't got no husband. That's why I can't do it. And divorcing yourself from success. And instead, anytime you see anyone that has anything that you desire to have, and it is within your wheelhouse to get, like, I would love to win Wimbledon, I guess, but I'm not a tennis player. That's not my skill set. So I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about, like, I'm a really great speaker. I'm one of the best speakers in the world. You give me a stage, I'm going to tear it down. That's how it works, right? If there's a stage I want to be on and I see a friend of mine that gets it or whatever, I'm going to be like, oh, great, she got it. Man, that's my sister. She's just like me. I'm going to get that too. I'm going to work towards that too. That's what I mean. Stop divorcing yourself from success. Stop giving yourself a way out. What do I mean by a way out? Stop giving yourself something that's like, oh, well, of course she could do it because she has this and she has this and she has this. Stop whining. We're grown. We make things happen. And if you're an entrepreneur, you literally create opportunities out of thin air. It's what we do. It is a gift that we have. We're able to think a thing and then create it. I thought about this book and now it's in my hands. I thought about this business and now it's here. I wrote down that I wanted to work with my husband and now I do. I wrote on a vision board. I wanted the Inc. 5000 award and we were ranked 370 on the award our first year. I wrote that we were going to have one child and now she's here. She's going to be brilliant. Christelle is going to take over the world in a way that people have just never seen. I'm so excited to see what she does. The way that she critically thinks, it is unmatched for a 4-year-old. She said, Mommy, you're taking a solo. You're taking a few days to yourself solo. Okay, you're going to go make some money or something, do something that will help the family. I understand that, Mommy. I'll see you in a couple days. What? And we're doing like our mommy daughter day on Saturday. And, she's just brilliant. But we thought about that. We thought about how we wanted our daughter to be. I told my husband, said, we got to get our daughter a team because she can't. I was like, we've been looking for one nanny. He's like, she doesn't need just one nanny. We're going to get her a tutor. We're going to get her a fitness coach to help her with her tennis and her basketball and the sports she wants to play. And then we're going to get her a dance instructor. I was like, okay, we're going to build Christelle a team. He's like, yeah, she needs a team. I was like, okay, we're going to build my baby a team. I don't know what that looks like. I've never done that before for a child. We're going to figure it out. Like, whatever you want, you can have if you will work for it. So it's not really whatever you want you can have. It's more so whatever you want you can have, whatever you believe you will have. Somebody write that in the comments. Whatever you want you can have, whatever you believe you will have. Your life today is a direct result of your beliefs. Like, you look around, you see some beliefs around you. You look at what you've done, you see some beliefs around you. You look at what you've accomplished, it was a belief behind that. And so one of the things that I work on is belief. If I can be 100% transparent with you guys about something that happened this week, drop 100 in the comments. Because I want you all to know, I'm not saying this to you because this isn't what I live. I'm saying this to you because this is what I live. Like, I wait. My husband will tell you, I am a consistent person. I did my first speech when I was probably like 16 or so, like my first public speech to a big room. I found clips of that speech and I was saying some of the same stuff that I say now. Like, from when I was a kid, one of my family members messaged me and was like, Ashley, do you remember when you were 4 years old? I came to you and I said you were going to marry a rich husband and you told me I was going to be a rich woman. At 4. How did I know that? I don't know, but I told her that. She was like, you told me, maybe. but I'm going to be a rich woman. So it doesn't really matter who I marry. I told her that at 4. I don't know what it is. But one thing I know, I do know what it is. Number one, my parents cultivated belief within me. And so for some of you, you may be like, well, Ashley, my parents didn't cultivate that belief. Okay, I'm going to tell you how you cultivate it in yourself. The way you cultivate belief in yourself is you let people speak into you that may not be family, but have best intentions for you. So all of you that are on here right now, let me cultivate some belief in you. You have the ability to radically transform the world in the area of your expertise. Every single thing that you have gone through that has made you feel small or sad or insignificant or unqualified is actually the very experience that is going to make you stand out in the marketplace. Every familial challenge you've had, every situation in which you were victimized, and every time you developed a new skill set despite it all, it literally qualifies you perfectly. It makes your resume pristine for the area that you are supposed to impact on this earth. And I want you to know that because I feel like some of you are ashamed of your past, and that's what's keeping you playing small on social media. Well, I don't know what to say. Can't I just hire a VA to do it? Not if you don't know your own voice. How can a VA duplicate your voice if you don't know what your voice is? That's why the content ain't working. You need to get comfortable sharing your story, sharing your voice, getting your message out there. And then you bring someone else in once you've nailed that and they amplify what you have already mastered. It's really difficult for someone to amplify what you have not mastered if that is not their area of expertise. And small business owners are we don't always have the budget to hire the top tier expert in a particular area. So we would be hiring people that we have to train. Well, if you have to train them on it, it's not really their area of expertise. And so you want to make sure that they're amplifying what you have already mastered. Okay. But here's what I want to share with you guys. Okay. So drop 100 in the chat. Thank you, Instagram. Here's what happened this week. I had someone message me about something and it was not good news. And it immediately made me feel like, that thing that I was going to launch, I probably shouldn't launch it. I need to wait. And I'm so grateful that I have done the mindset work to recognize when fear is creeping up. And what I did, instead of, getting scared or changing my launch plans or doing all of that, what I did was I went in my prayer room. I grabbed my Bible. I went to the way back of the Bible. You know where they have like the little words and you can look up all the instances. And I looked up every instance where the word fear was utilized in the Bible. And I prayed those scriptures over myself. And one of them is Psalm 27:1. The Lord is my light and my salvation. Whom shall I fear? The Lord is the strength of my life. Of whom shall I be afraid? Genesis 9:2. The fear of you and the dread of you shall be upon every beast of the earth, and upon every fowl of the air, and upon all that moveth upon the earth, and upon all the fishes of the sea. Into your hand are they delivered. Now, that's in Genesis. Like the first book of the Bible, God was literally made man. And he was like, look, I already made this stuff, but this gonna be you. You have dominion over them. One of the very first things that God did with man was he gave us dominion. He gave us power. He empowered us. Those are the words that he spoke. And so I was like, well, I'm not supposed to have fear. I'm not supposed to have fear. And then 2 Timothy 1:7 says, for God has not given us the spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of a sound mind. And it really made me think, okay, so if I'm not supposed to have fear, I'm supposed to have power, love, and a sound mind. But I'm not supposed to have fear. So where does fear come from? If God doesn't give me the spirit of fear, then where does fear come from? And here's what I know. Scared people scare people. So it makes sense that if other people are fearful, they're able to like speak fear into your life. Now you're scared. Now you're scared. They're scared. You're scared. You're scared. They're scared. And the problem with social media sometimes is that you have a lot of people who are constantly living their life in fear, putting out content that's fear-based, making you scared because they can only give what they have, which is fear. And so they're not speaking faith, and then they're putting content out all day. Fear, 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 fear. Not to mention, because of trade wars and civil unrest and international disputes, there's propaganda that's happening. One of the If you have not watched this video on my YouTube called Winning the War in Your Mind, you absolutely should watch it as soon as you can. But one of the things that happens when there's a war is propaganda is used. And propaganda is like all this different, it's all types of propaganda, but like false information is the root of it. And right now, there's a lot of propaganda happening. It's hard to determine what's real and what's fake without discernment. But discernment comes from being still enough and trusting enough in yourself to actually make determinations about what you should be listening to and what you shouldn't. But if propaganda is all you see and you do not trust yourself, you're just listening to any and everything. And when I got the message about, when I got this message that was like giving me some bad news about a program that we have, I was like, oh, that is trying to infuse fear into me. And I asked myself this question: what would I do if I was not afraid? If I believed 100% in the plan that was put on my heart, if I believed 100% in what we're doing right now, what decision would I make? And I always ask myself, like, if I had absolutely no fear as it relates to this issue, what decision would I make? That gives me the mental clarity to make decisions fast, because a lot of people are stuck where they're at because they make decisions too slow. Oh my God, you take too long to make decisions. And they're not even consequential decisions. They're just like basic decisions. They'll be like, should I hire this coach? Like that's not a consequence. That's not a big deal. You know, it's just, you should, I mean, I trust myself with that kind of stuff. Like I don't really have to think too long about that. Like, but if you're taking forever, what should my brand colors be? I mean, who cares? You can always change them. You know what I mean? So we cannot be, it cannot be that hard for us to make these basic decisions if we say we want to build a big business where you have to make large consequential decisions where other people's lives and livelihoods are at stake. The bigger your business gets, the bigger the decisions get, the more consequential they are, not just for you and your family, but for other people's families. So developing that muscle of making decisions faster is a muscle you need to develop if you want to grow a big business. So I'm telling you guys this to say, fear creeps up for all of us, including me. And you have to know how to identify it and how to combat it. Because of my belief system, I combat it with scriptures. I'm going to go to the scripture and I'm going to be like, Lord, show me any area where there is fear in my heart so that I can make bold decisions, because your word says that the wicked flee when nobody is chasing them, but the righteous are as bold as a lion. I don't want to emulate the behavior of the wicked. So I want to always be able to go boldly into my next level. And I want to be able to move with precision, which means I have to trust that whether I make the right decision or the wrong decision, I or God is strong enough. Even if I'm not strong enough to recover from anything, God is definitely strong enough to help me recover from anything. And so I'm good. He can do anything. I can't do everything, but as long as I'm connected to him, he'll make it all right. I work on inputs, he handles outputs, and I move on. So I'm saying this to you guys because I don't want you all to let fear be the thing that keeps you stuck in your business when you know you want to grow, when you know you want to go to the next level, when you know it's your time to do that. All right? Now, here's the thing. Let me check, because Chicago may have already sold out, y'all. We have one seat left in the Your First Corporate Offer Tour. One seat left in the Your First Corporate Offer Tour for Chicago. One seat left. New York sold out. Atlanta sold out. DMV sold out. Chicago is going to sell out. We have one seat left. Just one. If you are watching this and you live in Chicago, comment Chicago. Comment Chicago. You guys, we have one seat left. I have decided that I am going to fly to a city near you to help you build your first corporate offer. And I decided to do that, you guys, because I know for a fact that there are people who should be selling to corporate who aren't because they don't have an offer. And if you don't have an offer, you're going to be customizing all your proposals all the time. Candace, you may already have your ticket. Do you already have your ticket to the Chicago tour? You should totally get it. If not, one of the things that I'll say is that this tour is unlike anything we've ever done before because, one, we've never done this tour before. We did the Resurgence tour last year, but this year we are focused on the Your First Corporate Offer Tour. Tickets right now are $297. You can go to this website. Yes, love it, love it. You can go to this website and get your ticket for the tour. Now, in terms of what you're going to get on tour. One, we're doing an in-person workshop experience. And I'll share this link with those of you who want to get your ticket. Let me just drop the link. Most of the cities are already sold out, you guys. I'm so grateful. So you just click on this link. Look, Chicago, 98% sold out, 1 seat left and 1 VIP seat left. New York and DC are sold out. If you want, you can get on the wait list for New York, DC, or Atlanta to see if any seats open up. Sometimes we have people who cancel. We did last year. So please get on the wait list for those cities if you want to come, but your city is sold out. Dallas, 88% sold out, 6 seats left, 4 VIP seats. Houston, 62% sold out. I think this is now 18 seats left. I saw another Houston tickets just come through. So welcome for those of you who are getting your tickets. Welcome, Esther. So good to see you. Welcome, Aisha, to the Chicago tour. She already got her ticket. There's so many of you who've gotten your ticket to this tour. It's going to be good. So we're covering how to build your first corporate offer, how to build your first corporate offer or your largest priced corporate offer. So if you are someone who's like, okay, well, I already have a corporate offer, but what I'm looking to do is something a little bit different. I'm actually just looking to land more larger corporate deals, and I want to land them more consistently. This tour is for you. If you're already selling to corporate or if you're new to selling for corporate, this is for you. So I'm going to tell you guys a little bit about the tour, and then I want to do something. Here's what I want to do. If you want to come on, I will actually take a question right now. Like if you have a business question, I will take your question right now. I'm going to invite you all to join us. All you have to do is go to this URL. Okay, so I'm going to tell y'all a little bit about the tour, and we did this yesterday. Now, only the fellas volunteered. If you click that link, it'll bring you backstage, and I'll be able to bring you up, and you can ask me your question live on video. So go to that StreamYard link, just type it in your browser. It'll bring you backstage of my StreamYard, and I'll be able to like pull you up and you can ask one business question. All right, so if you want to do that, please do. I will do that after this. So somebody click that link. I'll tell y'all a little bit about the tour. And then we'll go from there. We will go from there. Okay. So here's the thing, you guys. I want to tell you all a little bit more about what you're going to get on this tour. I'm so excited about it. All right. So on the Your First Corporate Offer tour, you're going to get a full day of hands-on corporate sales training. So the tour goes, it's like from 11 to 3. So come eat your breakfast first. Okay. We're not doing food on the tour. But 11 to 3, we're going to do hands-on corporate sales training. And within that, we're going to cover building out your offer. We're going to cover how you can actually go to the next level in your business. We're going to be covering how you can sell to corporate, who you should be targeting, the secret sales strategy that you should be utilizing in order to get even more out of your sales process. We're going to be covering all of that and more. And we're going to be doing some on-site pitching. So you're going to get corporate client pre-work bundle of training. So when you join the tour, you're going to get access to our school group, which is just new and it's just launching. Once you get in, we have a private pre-event onboarding video series that is just for people who have their tour ticket. And it includes a training on how to sell, how to get government contracts. It's a panel on people who land government contracts, how to land corporate contracts, and how to land college contracts. And what makes those trainings unique is those trainings are actually with clients. They're with past clients of ours. The college training is with past clients of ours. The corporate training is with a friend of mine who hires speakers, who goes through her hiring process. And she's even going to tell you what you should put in your pitch deck when you are selling to them. So you're going to get that beforehand as well. You're going to get a Land a Contract Fast virtual Q&A and networking session with me, which we're doing Monday night. So this upcoming Monday night, you need to have your ticket by this Sunday at midnight in order to qualify for a Land a Contract Fast virtual Q&A and networking session with me, which is amazing because at the actual tour date, if you have a VIP ticket, you're going to get a workbook, a thick workbook, over 60 plus page workbook, where I will literally walk you through the chat prompts you can use to build your framework, walk you through corporate contract offers that you can sell right away. It's so good. We actually revised it. So we have not given this out before. This is different than what we give out for our virtual events. We've added some new elements to it. It's going to be very good. It's printed and beautiful. You're going to get that in person, and you'll get access to do hot seats and Q&A. So that's what VIPs get. But with this, the Land a Contract Fast virtual Q&A happening Monday night. So if you already have your ticket, you'll get an email about it. You will actually be able to ask me questions before the tour even starts that can help you to start implementing some of the stuff that we'll go deeper into at the tour. Then you're going to get live pitch practice in the room. We're going to pair you guys up. Once we build the offers, you're going to have to talk to the person next to you and pitch your offer like you're in a sales call, and then they will give you feedback, and then we'll reverse. And then they will pitch you, and they will give you feedback. The reason why we did this is because our audience is high caliber experts, about 40% of which still work in corporate, and a smaller percentage of that, probably like 10% or so, actually hire speakers in their day job. So you may be practicing with someone who can actually give you a contract, and people in our community have given each other contracts all the time. We have a very high caliber group that we attract at our events. Then you'll get community access in the school group pre-event. You'll also get high-end expert networking, which is absolutely priceless. All of this for the price of just $300. I think it's $297. It is a steal. It is a complete steal. So I don't want you all to miss the tour. I don't want you all to miss your opportunity to actually come to this event and get what you need. So please go and get your ticket. We are so close to being sold out of all cities. And in fact, you all, one of the things that I will say that I've learned and that I've seen is that these events, not only do these types of events sell out, but they also forge lifelong relationships. Like, people really do be linking up. So I want to show you a little bit about what you get in the tour. And if anyone wants to come up and ask me a question, you can just click that link. Come on, ladies, you can do it. Last time we had 2 fellas do it. We have not had a sister on yet. But check this out and then click the link and come up and ask me a question.
Last year, we went on tour, and let me tell you, it was a movement. Every city sold out. Chicago, Atlanta, Houston, Dallas, DC. Experts showed up, locked in, and walked away with strategies that transformed their businesses into high-ticket offer powerhouses. And this year, we're doing it bigger, better, and more impactful. Because in 2025, it's not just about landing speaking gigs. It's about building a corporate offer that brings in $25,000 or more per client. And we're going to help you do it live and in person at the Your First $25,000 Corporate Offer Tour. And listen, if you've been struggling to land high-ticket corporate deals, this is your moment. So let me break it down. What really happens at this tour? This is not another feel-good event where you take notes and go home overwhelmed. No, this is a live, in-person workshop where we build your corporate offer in the room. You will create a ready-to-sell $25,000 corporate offer that clients actually want. You will learn exactly how to pitch, price, and position your offer so companies and clients say yes. And you will leave with the confidence and strategy to start selling this offer as soon as you walk out the door. Last year in Chicago, we had attendees sign clients in the room. One entrepreneur came in with no corporate clients and walked out with a deal on the table. In Atlanta, we met a woman who was landing government contracts but felt stuck. She came to the tour, restructured her offer, and now knows how to pitch one-to-one without going through the lengthy RFP process. Her business was able to grow. In Houston, we came right after a storm, and instead of canceling, we showed up and created a safe space for experts to learn, connect, and get breakthroughs in their business. We didn't just talk sales strategy, we talked mindset and then gave them a plan to secure corporate deals and did cash infusion strategies so that they could leave knowing exactly what to do to get more money in their business. In Dallas, we went deep into brand positioning. And in Dallas was where we were introduced to none other than Pastor T.D. Jakes. Yes, real connections happen as a result of the high caliber experts that came to the room. And let me tell you about DC. This was the largest stop of the tour, sold out first. There was a line out the door to get in, and we did an exclusive bonus session just answering questions before the event even started because the demand was that high. This year, we are adding New York. And as of right now, New York has almost the most people on the wait list. Look, there are only 50 seats per city. On the day tickets drop, it is only for $99. If you want to sell high-ticket corporate offers, if you're tired of guessing, tired of spinning your wheels, trying to figure it out alone, this is your chance. Come and spend one day with me in person and walk out with a bulletproof corporate offer that's ready to sell. Whether you're selling to huge companies, whether you target small business clients, or anyone in between, if you sell services, have an expertise, you need to be at the Your First Corporate Offer Tour. Get on the wait list now, or if tickets are already open, get your seat, because once they are gone, they're gone. I'm coming to a city near you, and if you don't see your city, fly to the nearest one, because this is not a movement you want to miss. I'll see you in the room.
All right. Well, you guys, we've had a time today. If this live stream helped you at all, please let us know. Just leave us a comment so that we know that you got some value out of this. That's always our goal, especially on our YouTube channel. And also thank you for 10,000 subscribers. Oh my gosh, we just crossed now 10,100 subscribers. And so I'm so excited about the way our YouTube channel is growing. And it's not lost on me that you all are sharing the videos, saving them, watching, rewatching, coming back, telling a friend. I so appreciate it. And I am just overwhelmed and just very, overwhelmed is probably the wrong word, except overwhelmed with gratitude for being able to do this work. I really do these live streams and put out the content that we put out to share with you guys that you all can do this. You know, there was a time, probably 8 years ago, 10 years ago at least, that I just did not think I could be an entrepreneur because I did not want to be a strugglepreneur. I was like, I don't want to do that. Like, it looks hard. I don't think I could do that. And it wasn't until I was at a job where I was disrespected and did not feel like my voice was valued, where I was just like, what I'm not going to do for the rest of my life is sit in a place and give them all of my time, all of my energy, and all my best years, and they're not going to respect me. And so that is kind of what pushed me into entrepreneurship. And my first goal was just to make $300,000 because that's what I was making at my day job. And I didn't really ever plan to have a $1 million business or grow a multi-million-dollar company. Those goals came a lot later. But I always had a goal of working with my husband, spending as much time with him as possible. I'm so happy to be a mom. I didn't know if that was going to happen for us. So like, I am very grateful for the life that we've built. And what I know is that sometimes you just need someone who believes in you enough to say, you can do this. And I want to be that person for all of you all across the world. When I looked at our YouTube stats, it said that only 56% of the people that watch our YouTube are in the United States. Everybody else is from outside of the country. And so wherever you are all over the world, I so appreciate you watching. Drop your country in the comments if you are watching from abroad, because next year our big goal is to do a world tour where all them cities y'all see are actually from different countries and different parts of the world. And so we're looking at that now. So we're closely watching where we got people. But right now it looks like South Africa is really close to the top. So the UK and South Africa and the islands, we got some Bahamas and Jamaica, and you know, we got some islands on there too. But it's a blessing to be able to do this, and I want everyone. Okay, Saudi Arabia, yes. We definitely know that we are able to have a global impact, and it doesn't have to cost as much because of social media. And so we're grateful that our platforms are able to really reach people all over the world. That means a lot to us. And so we're going to keep going, keep doing what we need to do to grow. And it's just been such a blessing. And so I want you all to meet me on tour, see that we're real people out here. I'm not an untouchable influencer. I get that question all the time. Like, are you an influencer? And I'm like, no, I run a company. And I have gotten some influence as a result of being a CEO. I am a lawyer by trade. Like, I'm a real person out here. And, you know, influencer is a technical title. Influencers get paid from brand deals. I have influence, and I don't work as an influencer, if that makes sense. And so I want to meet you guys and see you guys and let you know, like, I want to encourage you in person. And if you know someone who's in Texas, any of y'all live in Texas, because I need Texas to go ahead and buy these tickets. Okay, Texas, Houston is probably going to be the last city to sell out. I think Dallas is going to surpass Houston. Dallas only has about 6 seats left total. Houston is still in the teens as of right now. I know that can change any moment. I believe in you, Houston. I'm not giving up on you, but as of right now, it's looking like Chicago's definitely going to sell you guys out first. So if you have friends in Houston, tell your friends to pull up, okay? Because the way that we analyze what cities we come back to is we look at the pattern in which they sell out, how big the demand is in those places. Clearly, we should have been going to New York years ago because New York sold out first. Like even before Atlanta. Atlanta was a very close second. They both sold out within 24 hours. Right after that, please share. I so appreciate it. Please share it with your Dallas people. That means so much to me. But yeah, Dallas is beating Houston right now. So I think we're definitely going to go back to Dallas next year. But I want to keep the tour and keep adding to it. And then we may be able to add LA. So if you are coming in, you're flying into any of the other cities and you're flying in from LA. We've had a few LA people fly into Dallas and Houston. Please let us know that because we track that data so that we can see where we're going to go next. And then if you are from around the world, let us know that too. We want to keep expanding this movement. I want better sales education for entrepreneurs around the world. I believe that we all can win and we all can be great. And if we just know who we are, then it's easier for us to communicate who we are to others, build that trust and make that sale. If your business does not make sales, it cannot sustain. Sales is the heartbeat of your business, and we need those heartbeats strong and pumping for a real long time. So come to the Your First Corporate Offer Tour. We are going to help you with sales, and we are going to help you to soar in 2025. The date for Dallas is, let me see. I had asked that before too. All the dates are on the website. The date for Dallas is June 7th, and Houston is June 5th. So we're doing Houston first, and then we're moseying on over to Dallas. So, that's how that goes. That's how that goes, you guys. So you all can get your tour seats on the website, and yeah, we'll go from there.
Last year, we went on tour, and let me tell you, it was a movement. Every city sold out. Chicago, Atlanta, Houston, Dallas, DC. Experts showed up, locked in, and walked away with strategies that transformed their businesses into high-ticket offer powerhouses. And this year, we're doing it bigger, better, and more impactful. Because in 2025, it's not just about landing speaking gigs. It's about building a corporate offer that brings in $25,000 or more per client. And we're going to help you do it live and in person at the Your First $25,000 Corporate Offer Tour. And listen, if you've been struggling to land high-ticket corporate deals, this is your moment. So let me break it down. What really happens at this tour? This is not another feel-good event where you take notes and go home overwhelmed. No, this is a live, in-person workshop where we build your corporate offer in the room. You will create a ready-to-sell $25,000 corporate offer that clients actually want. You will learn exactly how to pitch, price, and position your offer so companies and clients say yes. And you will leave with the confidence and strategy to start selling this offer as soon as you walk out the door. Last year in Chicago, we had attendees sign clients in the room. One entrepreneur came in with no corporate clients and walked out with a deal on the table. In Atlanta, we met a woman who was landing government contracts but felt stuck. She came to the tour, restructured her offer, and now knows how to pitch one-to-one without going through the lengthy RFP process. Her business was able to grow. In Houston, we came right after a storm, and instead of canceling, we showed up and created a safe space for experts to learn, connect, and get breakthroughs in their business. We didn't just talk sales strategy, we talked mindset and then gave them a plan to secure corporate deals and did cash infusion strategies so that they could leave knowing exactly what to do to get more money in their business. In Dallas, we went deep into brand positioning. And in Dallas was where we were introduced to none other than Pastor T.D. Jakes. Yes, real connections happen as a result of the high caliber experts that came to the room. And let me tell you about DC. This was the largest stop of the tour, sold out first. There was a line out the door to get in, and we did an exclusive bonus session just answering questions before the event even started because the demand was that high. This year, we are adding New York. And as of right now, New York has almost the most people on the wait list. Look, there are only 50 seats per city. On the day tickets drop, it is only for $99. If you want to sell high-ticket corporate offers, if you're tired of guessing, tired of spinning your wheels, trying to figure it out alone, this is your chance. Come and spend one day with me in person and walk out with a bulletproof corporate offer that's ready to sell. Whether you're selling to huge companies, whether you target small business clients, or anyone in between, if you sell services, have an expertise, you need to be at the Your First Corporate Offer Tour. Get on the wait list now, or if tickets are already open, get your seat, because once they are gone, they're gone. I'm coming to a city near you, and if you don't see your city, fly to the nearest one, because this is not a movement you want to miss. I'll see you in the room.